welcome to physics class once again. Today I am going to teach you the topic measurement of temperature. Okay, what is temperature? What do we use to measure the temperature? Okay, how to use clinical thermometer, how to use laboratory thermometers, what are these thermometers? Okay, so let's start. Measurement of temperature. Now what is this temperature? Okay, the degree of hotness or coldness of an object is called temperature. How hot or how cold the object is. Okay, the degree of hotness or coldness of an object is called temperature. The SI unit of temperature is Kelvin. Okay, but we most commonly use Celsius. The symbol of Celsius is degree C. Okay, we write degree. Okay, this means degree and C is the symbol for Celsius. Okay, and we use Fahrenheit. Okay, Fahrenheit, what is the symbol? Degree F. F means Fahrenheit. The Celsius scale also called centigrade. Okay, Celsius scale is also called centigrade and it is based on the scale by Andreas Celsius. Okay, and when we will use this Celsius scale, the freezing point of water on this scale, it will show 0 degree. The freezing point of water on Celsius scale is 0 degree and the boiling point of water on the Celsius scale is 100 degree. How much it is? It is 100 degree. The difference between these two fixed points, that 0 degree, that is freezing point, and 100 degree Celsius, that is boiling point. Okay, it is equal to 100 division part and each division means 1 degree Celsius. Each division means 1 degree Celsius. The next scale is the Fahrenheit scale and it was developed by Daniel Gabriel Fahrenheit. Okay, and on this scale the freezing point of water is 32 degree Fahrenheit. Okay, and the boiling point is 212 Fahrenheit. What is the freezing point on Fahrenheit scale of water? It is 32 degree Fahrenheit. Freezing point of water on Fahrenheit scale is 32 degree Fahrenheit. And what is the boiling point on this Fahrenheit scale of water? And what is the boiling point of water on this Fahrenheit scale? It is 212 Fahrenheit. Okay, and the difference between these two fixed points is 180 equal parts. Okay, it is divided into 180 equal parts. Each part corresponds to 1 degree Fahrenheit. There are 180 equal parts and each part corresponds to 1 degree Fahrenheit. Since in Fahrenheit there are more parts, there are more division. In Fahrenheit it is 180 degree Fahrenheit. It is divided into 180 equal parts and in Celsius it is divided into 100 equal parts. Since Fahrenheit has more division, so it is more convenient to use Fahrenheit. Okay, Fahrenheit scale will give more accurate measurement. Now our next scale is Kelvin scale. Okay, this Kelvin scale is developed by Lord Kelvin and on this scale water freezes at 273.16 Kelvin. Okay, and water boils at 373.16 Kelvin. Okay, the size of 1 unit is same as size of 1 degree on Celsius scale. Okay, and each part corresponds to 1 Kelvin. Okay, to measure the temperature, I say the definition of temperature. The temperature is the degree of hotness or coldness of an object. It's called temperature. Now we require an instrument to measure this temperature. Instrument is required, like to measure mass we use beam balance, electronic balance, we use physical balance. Okay, to measure the time we use clock, wristwatch. Okay, so many types of different types of instruments are there to measure the time. Same way, to measure the temperature also instrument is there. So to measure the temperature we use thermometer. What we use? We use thermometer. So the instrument which we use to measure the temperature is called thermometer. Now in thermometer what is there? In thermometer mercury is there. So most of the thermometer contains mercury. Now in thermometer there is a small bulb. Okay, and in this small bulb what is there? Mercury is filled. Mercury is filled in this small bulb. Okay. In this small bulb, mercury is filled at the end of long capillary tube. In thermometer, capillary tube is also there. And at the end of this capillary tube, what is this? Small bulb. And in this small bulb, mercury is used. And you know that mercury is a metal. And it exists in liquid state. Mercury is the metal and it exists at liquid state. Mercury is a liquid metal. Okay. Mercury is a liquid metal at room temperature, that is 25 degrees Celsius. Now how does this mercury look? Okay, the mercury, what does it look like? It look like silvery, it is silvery and shiny. Okay, it is silver in color and it is shiny. Okay, and it does not get stick to the capillary tube. It does not get, mercury does not get stick to the walls of this capillary tube. That is why we use mercury, because mercury is transparent also. Okay, mercury is transparent also and it does not get stick to the capillary tube of the thermometer. In thermometer, capillary tube is there, long capillary tube is there. So this mercury does not get stick to this capillary tube. That is why we use mercury in the thermometer, because it is transparent also. We can see the temperature from one side to other. Okay, and it is also not sticky. Okay, it is not sticky. It does not stick to the walls of capillary tube. This capillary tube is enclosed by a thick tube. Capillary tube is there and this capillary tube is enclosed by a thick tube called stem. Okay, and now how to use this thermometer? What we have to do is that when the thermometer comes in contact with the hot object, okay, so what will happen? So what happens when this mercury comes in contact with the hot object? The mercury which is in the small bulb, will expand and the level will rise in the capillary tube. But when this thermometer will come in contact with the cold object, so what will happen? This mercury will contract and the level will come down. The level goes down in the capillary tube. Okay, so when it will come in contact with the cold object, what will happen? The level of mercury will come down. It will contract and level will come down in the capillary tube. Some of the thermometer use colored alcohol. Okay, some of the thermometer use colored alcohol instead of mercury. Okay, instead of mercury they use colored alcohol in the thermometer. The freezing point of this alcohol is minus 114 degrees Celsius and the boiling point of this alcohol is 78 degrees Celsius. Okay, how much is the boiling point? 78 degrees Celsius. And the freezing point of mercury is minus 39 degrees Celsius and its boiling point is 360 degrees Celsius. So you have seen the difference. Alcohol freezing point is minus 114 degrees Celsius and its boiling point is 78 degrees Celsius. Whereas mercury's freezing point is minus 39 degrees Celsius and its boiling point is how much? 360 degrees Celsius. That is why we use mercury in the thermometer. We use mercury in the thermometer to measure the temperature of boiling water and all. Yes. But we know that the boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius. So this alcohol thermometer boiling point is 78 degree and water boiling point is 100 degrees Celsius. Okay, that is why we use mercury thermometer, because mercury's boiling point is 360 degrees Celsius and there water boiling point can come 100 degrees Celsius, but in alcohol it is just up to 78 degree only. That is why we use mercury thermometer to measure the temperature of boiling water and oil. Now what is this clinical thermometer? Okay, what is this clinical thermometer? We have seen what is thermometer, the instrument which is used to measure the temperature is called thermometer, but here came clinical thermometer. Now what is this clinical thermometer? The thermometer which is used to measure the temperature of human body. Okay, the thermometer which is used to measure the temperature of human body is called clinical thermometer. We use this clinical thermometer to measure the temperature of body, okay, of human body, and it is used by the doctors to measure the temperature of human body. Okay, now how to use this clinical thermometer? This clinical thermometer is placed under the tongue. Okay, and after 2 minutes it is taken out. Okay, and now how to see the reading and all? Now this stem has marking on it. okay, from 95 degree Fahrenheit, that is 35 degrees Celsius, to 108 Fahrenheit, that is 42 degrees Celsius. The human body temperature will not go below this 35 degrees Celsius and it will not go above 42 degrees Celsius. And there is also slight kink, K-I-N-K, kink, so that when we put this thermometer under our tongue, okay, and when we take it out, so that this mercury does not go back to the bulb. To ensure that the mercury does not go back to the bulb, that is why kink is there above the bulb, kink is there, so that above the bulb kink is there to ensure that the mercury does not goes down when we take this thermometer out of our mouth. So understood why kink is there? So that this mercury level does not go down, okay, when we take this thermometer out of the mouth. Now this clinical thermometer is also considered unsafe, okay. Why it is unsafe? Because if this thermometer will break, the thermometer containing mercury will break, it is poison. The mercury is poisonous, okay, because it poses serious health hazard, okay. That is why we should not use this thermometer containing mercury. That is why nowadays digital thermometer is used to measure the temperature of human body. We don't use mercury thermometer nowadays. We use digital thermometer to measure the temperature of human body. We don't use mercury thermometer. Why? Because it poses serious health hazard. Okay. Now let's see the laboratory thermometer. Now what is this laboratory thermometer? What is this laboratory thermometer? Okay. Laboratory thermometers are used to measure the temperature, okay, in a science laboratory. These laboratory thermometers are used in science laboratory to measure the temperature of chemicals and all, okay. And the stream has a marking from -10 degrees Celsius to 110 degrees Celsius, okay. Now there are two activities of showing how to use the thermometer, that clinical thermometer, and how to use the laboratory thermometer. Now the aim is to learn how to read a clinical thermometer and find out the body temperature of a person. Materials required: a clinical thermometer, cotton, and surgical spirit. Now what is the procedure? You have to take thermometer, clean thermometer, you have to clean it with antiseptic solution. After cleaning, what you have to do? You have to place it under the tongue of a person for 2 minutes. Then what you have to do? You have to take this thermometer out. And how to see the reading? What you will do? You will keep the thermometer the level of your eyes to see the reading in the thermometer. To see the reading on the thermometer, you will keep the thermometer label to your eyes. Okay. Now, then how to see the reading? Now how to record the reading of this thermometer? There are 10 division on thermometer. There are 10 division on thermometer. Okay. Between the two readings of thermometer, there are 10 division. Between two reading of thermometer, there are 10 division. Okay. And one division is equals to 1 by 10. That is equals to 0.1. That is 0.1. For example, okay, your temperature came between 98 degree Fahrenheit to 99 degree Fahrenheit. Now how to record this reading? So what I said, there are 10 division between two readings of Fahrenheit. Okay, there are 10 division between two reading of Fahrenheit. So if your reading is coming between 98 degree Fahrenheit to 99 degree Fahrenheit, so how to record? If your reading comes to the 6th division, okay, from 98 it comes to 6th division, that means what will be the temperature? It will be 98.6 degree Fahrenheit. But now what you will do? You will clean this thermometer again with surgical spirit, to clean the whatever the instruments which the doctor use. They clean this instrument with this surgical spirit and this straw. Okay, and the conclusion is that the normal body temperature of healthy person is how much? 98.6 degree Fahrenheit. Okay. Now let's see one more activity, how to use the laboratory thermometer. Aim: to learn how to read a laboratory thermometer and determine the boiling point of water. Materials required: a laboratory thermometer which has marking more than 100 degrees Celsius, a beaker of water, a burner, and a stand with a clamp. Now what you have to do, you have to take this laboratory thermometer out from the case and read the temperature, okay, without touching it bulb. So this is the room temperature. Okay, now what you will do, you will suspend this thermometer from the clamp, okay, such that the thermometer bulb get deep into the water, and then what you will do, you will record the temperature of this water. Now what you will do, with the help of Bunsen burner, you will heat the water. You will heat the water from down, the Bunsen burner is there, then water is there, and what is there, from the clamp, what we have suspended, thermometer is suspended and it is dipped into the water. Before the water was cold. Okay, now we are heating this water with the help of Bunsen burner. Okay, so what will happen? The temperature of this thermometer will rise because the water is getting heated. So this temperature will rise. What you will see, that when the water is getting heated, the temperature, that liquid mercury will rise. As the water is getting warmer and warmer,
it will reach to 80 degrees.
So what you will do, you will note the reading after every 30 seconds. Okay, so what you will observe, that once the mercury will reach the level of 100 degrees Celsius, the mercury level will not rise. That means the boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius. Okay, and in hill station, the boiling point of water is below 100 degrees Celsius. So once it will reach 100 degrees Celsius, you will observe that the level will not rise. This means that this means that boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius. Now what is the conclusion? You see that mercury level will rise. Okay, mercury level will rise. When the water get warmer and warmer, the mercury level will rise. But once it will reach to 100 degrees Celsius, it will not rise. It will stop. Okay, so this shows that the boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius and mercury will rise. Okay, when it will get heated up, it will rise, but it will stop rising when it will reach to 100 degrees Celsius. You will see that when the water get heated up, the mercury level will rise. Okay, but when it will reach to 100 degrees Celsius, it will stop. It will not reach. That means the boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius. So when it will reach to 100 degrees Celsius, the boiling point of water 100 degrees Celsius, so it will stop, it will not rise. So this was the conclusion of this activity. For today, up to this much. Okay, thank you.